Good evening, friends. Stephen Bernin with Israeli News Live. And as you guys already know, the United States has attacked Iran. They have joined Israel in this fight against Iran. And from what I understand, I think as many as five of the mother of all bombs were dropped on Iran nuclear facilities. This particular Chinese site here has probably the best footage I've seen yet of what was carried out there. Massive mushroom cloud that goes with it. Of course, we have seen the mother of all bombs detonated before when they did their one test there. It does carry a cloud very similar to a nuclear bomb there. And the United States also firing Tomahawk missiles from submarines at there goes another one there. That one I think is very similar to the and these are from Arabic channels there that are being presented on the Chinese site there. SCTN.com is all I have on that there. I don't know if this is the same here on Twitter or not from a different angle. Probably so. You see there's two different blasts there, and of course that one there in Moab. The other may have been a bunker buster. And of course, the U.S. President Trump claiming that there is no risk of fallout from what I'm hearing on their end there. Just can't sit there and wonder, do you know there's no fallout? Listen, this is our
So you even have already AOC, prominent Democratic congressperson, saying that it is impeachable. I've written a piece recently
as of right now,
arguing for
I'll pause it right
impeachment.
here. But the situation is dire. There is already being calls among some senators and congressmen there for impeachment of President. And, because they said he did it without Congress authorization. But that's not the first time that's happened. We've had that with many presidents. They never impeach anybody for it. But just for the knowledge of that being said, that is what we see going on. And, we'll have to wait to see what happens. I know me and my wife, Yana, we did a video today on YouTube about Ezekiel 38. Clearly, everybody jumping up and down saying Ezekiel 38 is about to happen. Also on our Patreon channel, this video here I loaded as well, Ezekiel 38, the untold story. You may want to check that out. I think you'll find some very interesting insights in there. It's basically weighing on what my wife calls the cyclical events that are happening. It is very sad to see this situation. We have not heard yet from President Xi Jinping or President Putin as regards to what's going on there, and I can only imagine that that may not go over too well with them either. It's their last remaining ally in the Middle East, and of course, in closing, I'll just say this: President Xi Jinping highly depends. They depend, as well as Japan, on oil from Iran. About 80% of their oil comes from Iran. So they're not going to be very happy about it. And then also, too, the Houthi rebels have already put out a thing 12 hours ago that if the U.S. attacks ships in the Red Sea, they are going to attack U.S. ships in the Red Sea. There is also threats that Iran will cut off the the transit route there for the world's oil supply there in the Middle East. They have the capability of doing that, and if that were to happen, it would go into an all-out war. And we're also seeing too from some of the Europeans that are weighing in on this, that if this does go into an all-out war, it will divide the European Union in support or the lack thereof of support for a war against Iran. And many Americans, I saw Bernie Sanders today at a rally that he was speaking in, and I think it's in Kansas. He was speaking there, and they were screaming, "No more war, no more war," in his rally. We don't need war. We really don't need war. So I really encourage you to watch the video Yana and I did earlier today on YouTube, as well as the one that I did on patreon.com/Israeli News Live. We're going to tell you the truth. We're not going to beat around the bush. We're not going to fill your head with lies and things like that. We're going to tell you exactly like it is. Today's message we did together, Ezekiel 38, surprise fulfillment, Gog genociding innocent. I think it's worth watching and share it. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like the video if you would please, so that we can get it around, because there's so many people that are spreading false narrative about what we do, only because we're trying to tell you the truth. I'm Stephen Benoon with Israeli News Live. Good evening.